There is nothing wrong with the people from the Kikuyu Nation going to visit the former Prime Minister. That is in order, and it is as it should be. But let's also be careful. Let us not call it a meeting of elders. I want to say clearly, some you may not know, the elders who are said to be there are not elders. The likes of Zach and Odia are young people who are not even married. The definition of the Kikuyu elder is cast in stone. It's somebody of a certain age who has a home, who has an address, who has done several things in life, and he is respected in that community. Those who are just young people who are taken there by the leaders who took them there. And if you wanted to know, they are not elders. One, Kikuyu elders don't queue for food.
They don't know what?
Number two, they don't take soda and bread. Kikuyu elders take meat. They don't even take it with ugali. They don't take it with mukimo. They don't take it with the potatoes. They are served when they are seated, and the meat is made in a certain way. That is how you know those are elders. The minute I saw them queuing for food, that is not Kikuyu elders. Number two, the people who took those so-called elders there, Raila Odinga should be very, very careful, because I think people are really taking this guy for a ride. And much as I don't like him, as a Christian, I'm actually feeling for him, because he's being conned. If you look at the Honorable Jeremiah Kioni, in the year 2013, he was a deputy president to Musalia Mudavadi. Musalia Mudavadi did not get a single vote where Honorable Kioni voted. That should tell Raila Odinga who are these leaders who are coming. Number two, Peter Kenneth has run for office. He disappears and only comes back after every 5 years. When we have been suffering and we have been crying, the Mount Kenya, we have a problem with tea, we have a problem with coffee, we have a problem with milk, we have a problem of demolitions, we have a problem of businesses in Yamakema. He has never opened his mouth. He just came recently that an election is coming to say that he wants to lead the M.U.B nation. If Raila Odinga looks at his performance, the last election he hardly made 40,000 votes in Nairobi. You know, whom does he represent? A guy who cannot get 40,000, who can only get 40,000 votes in the whole of Nairobi, where there are over 2 million votes. He should know whom he is dealing with. If he looks at Minor Commander, he stood for Starehe. He was followed by Gachagua. The only thing I agree with Minor Commander, I agree with him, that I'll also be very happy to have Raila Odinga on the ballot. He's a worthy opponent. He's a man who would want to have on the ballot. So let's come to the issues of promises. There is nothing personal between President Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. It was a public covenant in Nakuru, and all of us were part of it. There before, people used to make covenants in the boardrooms, but the covenant between Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto was not their covenant. It was a covenant between the people of the mountain and the people of the Rift Valley. They are just custodians of that covenant. We are the real owners of that covenant. And the real owners of that covenant wants to honor it. If the witnesses have a problem of honoring that covenant, the owners of the covenant wants to honor that covenant. Because we were part of it. It was in public. The president is on record. Not once, not twice, not thrice, not 4 times, saying, yangu kumi, ya Ruto kumi. Those things he has said without any prompting. Nobody asked him to say it. He said it from his heart. And he has repeated it severally. And we heard him, and we heard him clearly. And we liked what he told us. And this man he introduced to us, somehow we have come to like him, because he's always coming to see us. And I want to say, Sam, what is happening now in the mountain region, we don't want the politics of brokers. If Raila Odinga wants the support of the people of Central Kenya, let him not call some people to Bondo. Let him come to Kiambu, to Kirigiti Stadium, and address the people. Let him come to Muranga, to Ihura Stadium, and address the people. Let him come to Nyeri, Rurengo Stadium, and address the people. Let him go to M.U.B Stadium and address the people. Let him engage with us directly. William Ruto has been coming and engaging us directly. We want politics of direct engagement. These brokers have used us for too long. They are brokers of our coffee, we have lost. They are brokers of our cabbages, we have lost. They are brokers of our tea, we have lost. We are done with the political brokers. We want a direct engagement. Anybody who is interested in the support of the mountain should come directly. And even Raila Odinga, when he comes, he will be received well. There will be no issues. We will listen to him, what he has to offer us. If he convinces us that he has a solution to our coffee, to our tea, to our milk, to our businesses, to our environment, to do business and make profit, we shall elect him. If Musalia comes and makes up a case that he understands our economic matters, we'll elect him. Let me tell you what is happening in the mountain.
Yes,
we don't really care about our own, because we have had our own, but we are still very poor people. Our people have really suffered. Our businesses have been destroyed. Our things have been touched that they are counterfeit. Our people have been auctioned. We no longer care about our own. What we want is a leader who has practical solutions to our economic problems. What the people of the mountain want is prosperity, is money in the pocket. Anybody who has a solution of how we can put money in the pocket is our ally, and we are game with him. So we invite all these leaders not to deal with the political brokers like Brother, and not to deal with the political brokers like Peter Kenneth, to come directly to the people of the mountain.